seemed like some good quality build-up and some fluid movement. And last pass, actions around the box, failed. How would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I thought it was one of our best performances to get to the final third this year, and really just a complete performance. Beyond how we were with the ball, I was really happy with how we brought the ball into their half. Sometimes it was direct. I mean, we tested them really early with some direct balls in behind, and I like the blend of being able to do that and then also be able to play underneath and connect between the lines. And I've been saying this since the beginning of the year. We've been working really hard to have that blend, but the output in the end wasn't enough to have the amount of chances that we should have based on arriving into their area. And look, I want to build off of that. I don't want to look at this as something that the result's the result, and we always have to deal with that. But the performance itself, if we perform like that, I think many results are going to come for us this year.
Aaron, calf?
Yeah, he had some tightness earlier this week, and so I'm hoping it was preventative, and he didn't do anything yet. I haven't gotten any real report yet.
And
but
how did Dodson do in his last season?
yeah, I thought Derek did really well. I mean, that's not an easy place to come in, especially to fill the type of player and role that Aaron plays in our team. That's not easy, but that's why we brought Derek here. I mean, we have a lot of belief in him. He fits our style of play really well, and I think he's gonna. If Aaron's going to be out for a little bit of time, then he's someone that can step in and play some really good minutes for us.
Troy, there's a moment in the second half, maybe halfway through, it looked like they kind of went 4-4-2 and were just kind of a little getting through it more than anything else. I was wondering what you saw in that phase of the game where they sort of stopped playing like the crew, for lack of a better way to put it.
I can't speak for what their tactics were or anything like that. What I know is I feel like we were a part of that scenario. So I really felt like we moved them quite a bit. We were good on the ball. I mean, there's not many times where you play a Columbus Crew team and the possession is almost 50-50. They're excellent at what they do. And look, I think they're one of two teams that are still unbeaten right now, right? It's them and Inter Miami, and I think those are the two standard bearers in our league the last 2 years. So I thought we went toe-to-toe, and I'm not by any means saying that that's good enough because we have to have a result on the end of a good performance. But one more time, I think it's something that we can build off of. It's a completely different feeling for me than last week, and I think we showed more of our identity this week than we have through many points of the 2025 season.
Coach, what do you think open Peke's goal as soon as the game starts?
Yeah, I mean, Christian shows up in really big moments for us, but I like the way that Peglo runs in behind in that moment. He had some really dangerous runs in behind. And also, like, just being able to deal with that moment, it wasn't exactly perfect, but he took a really good touch. It got away from him a little bit, and Peglo, again, shows his quality. He's a really dynamic player. We got him in better positions tonight, and I think that's my job, is to make sure to get these guys in the right positions, and we can build off of that. So it was a great goal, and I think there was another 1 or 2 goals in us tonight, but we just got to work on that final product.
On the subject of the final product, you've got a very young team, a whole lot of guys 23 and under. And is it a function of just not gelling properly quite yet?
Yeah, maybe that could be it. I told Jacob immediately after the game, I'm going to continue to put him in those situations to be able to deliver for us, because he's done it before and he'll do it again. And sometimes when you get in that moment, it just you misplace the pass, or you don't make a really decisive. You don't create a decisive moment, and we're going to keep putting the guys in that position during training, and hopefully we can score some more goals.
Dennis?
Hey Troy, thank you for your time. Just wanted to ask you about the pair of defensive midfielders. What do you think about Kojima and Peltola tonight?
Yeah.
And also following up, just was Kojima's substitution based on kind of like the giveaway similar to Eno's giveaway in Orlando?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I thought that Jose and Massa, they put in a ton of work tonight, and they were really good with the ball as well. So I thought that they had a really solid game. Because of the work that they put in, we were thinking about changing one of the two of them, and we knew Boris could come in and make an impact as well. I think Boris responded quite well. That's not easy to start the amount of games he started, and then not start the 6th match of the year. but he made he put his mindset right towards coming in and making an impact on the game. So it's going to be competitive in the middle of the field. And we needed those guys to step up because you can see the influence of when they're on it and when we can, gain the right tempo. It really helps us play a more complete match.
Hey, Troy. Despite the loss, how do you evaluate the team's performance tonight, and what are some of the things that you look to improve on heading into the game against San Jose on next Sunday?
Yeah, I want us to be as aggressive as we were against, again, a high-quality side that's very good with the ball, and I expect San Jose to cause us or challenge us in some different ways, so I want to make sure that we make the opponent feel uncomfortable, but then when we come in on-ball moments, we control it ourselves and also make the opponent uncomfortable in that area of play, as we did tonight, with more final third product. This is the thing that we have to work on to improve.
So, this far into the season, who's been stepping up on the team to kind of motivate the other players to just keep fighting?
I think there's a number of guys that fill that role. You always start with your captain. That's why Christian is the captain. I mean, he does that in numerous ways throughout the week by either action or words. Kai Rolls, I think, is a guy that displays that through action. Lucas Bartlett, Lucas McNaughton, these two guys have a really good personality, and I think they communicate well with the group. Dominique Baji, all these guys, they communicate at different times and lead in different ways at different times throughout these first 6 games, and we're going to need that because ultimately they're the ones that dictate how we respond, and I really liked our response tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.